Hey to all craft beer lovers, or should I say macro beer lovers, or beer lovers everywhere. It's Miller time. Yeah, guys, you are not hallucinating. Not a craft beer today. We are going to the Miller Brewing Company out of the United States, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, originally, anyways. Nowadays, of course, owned by Coles and Moores, or Coors, Molson. That's what they're called. A big conglomerate, of course, one of the biggest in the world. But we are taking a look at a beer a macro beer, but a beer that many people would say is perhaps the quintessential macro beer of America, of North America anyway. World famous beer, Miller Genuine Draft, clocking in at 4.7% ABV in a 330 milliliter bottle here, guys. There's the cap, Miller's. Let's get it out, guys, and see what we have. Almost no smoke. A little bit of smoke there. And I'm going to use my Coors glass for this one. Appropriately enough. There we go. Right, a little bit of beer left, of course, in the bottle, guys. Then there we are going to proceed with the review. What do we have, guys? We have a pinky, barely, of a white foam, quickly dissipating. As you can see, clear as clear can be. A lot of carbonation moving around. Nice yellow color. It's a lager. Let's see what we have. Yeah, it's a little bit of a nice maltiness. Not very strong. Yeah, it's a little bit of a malty note. Bready malty note. And that's basically it. So, with that said, guys, let's dive in. Cheers! Yeah, let's go for another one. So, okay, guys. So, now I'm not going to address this as a craft beer, guys, because it ain't, and you know that as well as I do. It's not a craft beer, so I can't really review it as a craft beer, but it is a macro lager. World famous macro lager, of course. There we go. The beer is totally out. And I mean, it's summertime, guys. I'm going to be perfectly honest. I walked into my local bottle shop today. I had to pick up a few beers. And I mean, this is of course also there on the shelves. They have a lot of macro beers as well. And I picked it up. I thought to myself, why not? Why not? Let's give this beer a go. It's summertime, and a macro beer, a lager, absolutely hits the spot in a day like this. So, I mean, this is not a bad beer. Seeing it for what it is, a macro beer. Pretty cheap. I paid, 14, 15 Swedish crowns for this one. That's like just over a pound or something in English currency. A little bit over $1 also in US dollars there. So, I mean, it's a cheap beer. And I mean, it's not a bad beer considering the price and for what it is. So let's go for a final sip, guys. Yeah, it's very easy to drink, guys. You have a nice kind of rounded off initial malty sweetness. And then it kind of quickly fades away. So you're not left with a whole lot of flavors, to be absolutely honest. But I mean, it's just that. It's drinkable. It's smashable. I mean, for me, this is kind of a nice, refreshing beer. A beach beer, or the quintessential lawnmower beer, basically. If you want to go to the beach, barbecue a little bit, bring a bottle of this with you, or a few bottles, or a 6-pack, or whatever. 4.7%, so you can easily session these beers. Those beers in that context would definitely fit the spot. But hit the spot there. But for me, otherwise, it's nothing that I would sit and drink. Otherwise, perhaps, because I'm a big craft beer guy. But every now and then, a good solid macro beer just hits the spot. And this is, for many people, the quintessential American macro beer #1. Besides Pabst Blue Ribbon and Budweiser and what have you. So rating wise, I'm gonna rate it. For me, it's a good solid 3 out of 5 for what it is, a macro beer. It's not a craft beer, but it hits the spot. Not bad. 3 out of 5. That was everything I had for today, guys. Feel free to chime in, thumb me up if you like the review. Take care. See you next time.